Hey, this is Avish Parashar from SpeakingExpert.com. I recently got a question via email from a speaker who's just starting out. And he's so young, he just got out of college, but this could apply across the board if you're kind of in transition or trying to figure out what to do. And he was asking about what kind of job would I recommend a new speaker take. He was like, should I get a job with a training company because I feel like a lot of speakers came from that background. So I'm going to share my reply to him with you because you might benefit from this as well. First thing I said is, I don't know if a lot, he said most, I said, I don't know if most speakers came from a training company. Some certainly did, and I have a few friends who started out 20, 30 years ago with Fred Pryor seminars and things like that. I don't think that model is as common now, so don't feel you have to go into work for a training company or work in a training department. That can be good, it's a great way to get some reps, it's a great way to get in front of people. But with some of those groups, you got to be careful. You don't know what kind of non-compete they have. Also, the problem is training as a job is tiring work. If you are on the road, like a lot of these companies will send you on the road 4 or 5 days a week, you'll be on the road, you'll be traveling, you'll be working from morning till evening, like 9 to 5, training. It's exhausting. You finish those days, a lot of times you just want to collapse. You know, you're not energized to write blog posts, work on your content, market your business. So let me share with you the few things I said to him are the best ways to go when you're looking for a job when you're just starting out. And obviously in this economy, it's 2013, the fall, you know, you kind of sometimes have to take what you can get if you need the money. Which I guess is the number one best thing you can do is not need the money. Maybe you have a retirement fund, maybe you have a spouse, maybe you got money from somewhere else, maybe you socked away a lot of money. So we're obviously working on the assumption that you need a job. So here's the 3 things I said. Number 1, the ideal scenario is find a job that pays decently well, but gives you some flexibility. Years ago, I had a job where I was paid by the hour and had a great relationship with the owners, and they didn't care when I came and went. So I could make some income to supplement my speaking business, but the job would never get in the way of a gig because I could just say to them, oh, this day I need to leave early, or next week I'm going to be out Monday through Wednesday because I'm traveling for a speaking gig. Now, those jobs are hard to come by, so don't hold your breath trying to get one, but that's obviously the ideal scenario to look for. The downside is they're not going to pay you as much. You're not going to get as much as you would if you were a salaried employee. So, you have to balance how much money you need versus that flexibility. If you're serious about building your speaking career, I say, it's okay to make a little less money at your job if it gives you more time and energy. The second way to go is to take a low mental taxing full-time job. So you can work as an employee somewhere, and but just make sure the job isn't too demanding. Like a 9 to 5 job where you have the mental energy afterwards to work on your speaking business, or you're still energized enough to get up in the morning, is great because that lets you keep working while socking away money. And you should be saving money to get ready for your transition. Then you'll have to use your personal days and vacation days, however, to do those speaking gigs that are not in the evening or on the weekends. But if you take a job that's too intensive, you'll be exhausted, or it'll force you to stay late, which will interfere. If you get too important to the job, you might not be able to take that time off when you need it. So don't look for like that vice president of operations job because that's a demanding job. Low level, still does pretty well. I know it makes it sound like I'm unmotivating, like I'm encouraging you to work below, but remember it's for a greater good. And the final thing you can do is to find some kind of part-time, I know a lot of people start out as servers. If you're going to be working local, especially during the day, that might work out great for you. Working at a bar or someplace where you can switch hours, where maybe you have to work at the night, but during the day when a lot of businesses hold their meetings, you can make. There's no real easy answer to the question, what kind of work should I get? But remember your long-term goal, right? It's better to sacrifice a little bit of money now if you are serious about being a speaker. If you're just dipping your toe into it, I don't know. In that case, I'd say get the best job you possibly can that pays the most money. Because if you're not serious about being a speaker, then you're just going to be shooting yourself in the foot for your long-term financial gain as you dabble. But if you're not a dabbler, if you're really serious and committed about the speaking business and you are going to work, then find a job that pays you enough to pay your bills, but gives you either the flexibility or at least the mental energy to continue working on your speaking business when you're not at work. This is Avish Parashar from SpeakingExpert.com. For more tips, ideas, blog posts, articles, videos, as well as a free PDF on how you can get paid speaking work in the next 90 days, be sure to visit speakingexpert.com.